being a successful creator is so much more than just turning the stream on and then like playing whatever game. Like even the most low effort creators do like that seems so chill and laid back, do so much behind the scenes in order to succeed. Like there's so much that goes into it. The stream part is the easiest part, but the work that goes into it is, again, I compare it to an iceberg. With this whole discourse that's been going around about, is streaming a real job, and is streaming hard, or is a real job hard, or what is more difficult, whatever. I have seen a lot of questions about transferring skills from streaming to other careers. And this is an absolute path, a thing that you can do, whether you become a full-time successful creator or just do streaming enough that you learn skills. Streaming can have value in other jobs as well. I've seen creators who have transitioned to jobs in the gaming industry, in the charity space, in esports, that started out as streaming. They did streaming full time, or they did it like very seriously for a while, and then now they do other work. So if you're wondering, well, how do I like use streaming and the skill? And the great thing is, like, streaming is accessible, so it's not like a barrier like getting like an education. Like going to school can cost a lot of money and time when you're trying to balance a real job, and streaming can be a great way to learn some skills, build up a community, and have some tangible things that you can put on a resume. So I'd love to hear from y'all what ideas and skills that you think streaming has that can translate to other jobs. I have already put together some ideas that I'm going to share with you right now. So I started working on this list this morning, so there might be some things to add here. These are skills that you can get through streaming and use this to apply for other jobs. I've categorized this into hard skills and soft and interpersonal skills, which are both valuable. So for hard skills, we have community management, right? Like you are literally managing a community. And this goes into using Discord, building up a Discord. And there's a lot of soft skill overlap here in terms of like interpersonal relationships and communication, being able to resolve disputes when you're building up your mod team, right? So leadership is a great soft skill that you get, right? You're a community leader, you're building a mod team. Production, you're working OBS, so there's technical skills. Video editing, graphic design, right? So if you edit your own videos for YouTube, or you make your own emotes, right? Like you gain skills through doing that. I don't know if like maybe using Canva is like, you're not going to be able to, it's not as good as like be a professional graphic designer, but there are still some skills that can transfer and have use, right? Hosting, shoutcasting. So to get into getting these hard skills, you might think, oh, well, I need to like go and like actually get a gig. And that's hard because I don't know anyone. I don't know how to get a gig. What I always suggest is you can make that happen on your own stream. Build a talk show. Do a community tournament. Honestly, pull open some tournament that's happening and just start shoutcasting over top of that. Like, these are skills that you can do within your own grasp. You don't have to go and get professional work. And in fact, doing that can give you the opportunity to get a hosting gig or a shoutcasting gig by building your own reel through your own work. Social media, being familiar with algorithms, with the different platform nuances. How does Twitch work? How does Twitter work? And YouTube and TikTok, right? Like understanding these social media platforms is hugely valuable in multiple different jobs, right? You have your social media marketing, you have influencer marketing, you have being a strategist, content strategist, trying to provide like consulting and expertise in that regard, right? Discord and OBS, having familiarity with using those tools can translate over. Event planning is a big one. If you've planned subathons, you've planned charity streams, that ties into fundraising underneath. If you've done fundraising for a charity, that's also really valuable. Marketing, industry knowledge, again, understanding the space is really, really valuable because there are brands that want to get into how to work with streamers, or how to, you know, sponsor a streamer, or how to even navigate the space. They want to start up a Twitch stream, they want to start making a YouTube channel. If you have that knowledge, that is very useful. Influencer marketing is huge, and it is a only growing industry. So if you have knowledge of the space, that can be used for a variety of positions. Now, more soft skills are public speaking. So again, like by having a stream and being able to speak and put together coherent sentences, maybe that translates to getting like your own panel, right? So if you get on a panel at TwitchCon, that's really great experience to have, especially if you become like a, you know, a product leader or thought leader, or, you know, whatever. Like, that is very valuable when you're giving presentations. That's really good to have. Communication skills, problem solving. Okay, I think we can all put our hands up for like if anyone has ever had a tech issue with their stream, right? Like something broke and you have to fix it, okay? I think every streamer has very good problem solving skills, because you have to like figuring out how to stream and how to do cool interactive things and how to fix something that broke. That happens all the time. All the time. I think we can all relate to that one. Work ethic. Again, we talked about how streaming is something that is more than a full-time job. There's a lot of things to juggle. Okay, you need organizational skills to be able to do that. That's actually another one I could probably put here. Being able to keep your tasks straightened. I see that all the time with various Lowco tech issues. Yeah. Streamers could also be their own audio engineer. Yeah. Yeah, I think every streamer has had tech issues. Being a fast learner, being able to fix things on the fly. How many times did something break while you were streaming and you had to fix it? Or tweak something while you were live? Being able to like to just be able to solve something quickly while something is happening. That's great. Delegation, so having mods, having a manager, having an editor, working with them, being a team player, again, solving disputes. Also within your community, when something comes up, when you make a distinction whether you're banning someone or you're explaining to someone, you know, why something is wrong. Networking, relationship building, those are really great tools to have. Negotiations, when you are negotiating your sponsorships, when you're pitching your rates and you're working with brands, any sort of brand work is great for if you do anything that's on the B2B side. You know how to conduct relationships with brands. If you've had successful opportunities, if you've had sponsored opportunities, if you've had anything you've done maybe at a convention, maybe you got on the Jackbox stage and got to be a part of that. You did like a game show. Maybe you did a sponsored stream at a convention. Those are all really valuable things. Conflict management, empathizer, organizer. These are all, again, great interpersonal skills that are valued at companies. Now, I also put together some just general jobs. These are actual jobs that I have seen content creators get. So I'm not making this up. These are real jobs. And I'm sure there's probably more. I'd love to hear more from y'all. So social media manager, or even social media like strategist, influencer relations. So that can be whether you are, creating sponsored campaigns, you're doing outreach, a lot of positions there. Community management in gaming. That's a big one, or maybe around a product. Gaming as a whole industry, there's so many opportunities within gaming that you can get, because games and creators, they are in tandem with one another. Event organizer, commentator, remember, get a reel together, make your own reel, make it happen, right? You can simulate that. Agent and manager, so actually turning around and managing other streamers, managing sponsorships for streamers. There are management companies and agencies that exist. You can go work for one of those. You can even do your own organic one by, if you have relationships with other content creators, you could potentially, offer your services to help manage their things. And that's really like so needed by many professional creators. If you have an understanding for the industry and you have an eye for like content and you understand things like game selection and, you know, turning VOD to short form and making content decisions and working with brands and doing like emails and negotiations, you can definitely do that and have like your own business by working with creators that you've built a relationship with. So content strategist, that's another one, not only for creators, but also for brands. Brands would love to know what is trending right now. Like, what do we post and how do we post and how do we convey and what platforms do we use, right? A producer. So if you have like good technical skills, if you're able to prove that you've done some technical work through OBS, maybe you've made some unique integrations, you are very aware of all the tech that's in the industry and you've tested all these things, that's definitely an opportunity. I have personally worked with streamers who have done production work. So that is definitely another opportunity. Esports as an industry, everywhere from either talent management to managing a team to marketing on the esports side, social media on the esports side, teaching, being a professor. Believe it or not, there are professors and teachers for influencers and content creation and teaching all that in schools, but also for like running like a team or a club that's in a school. So if you are already a teacher and you want to be able to build like, let's say, an esports team within your school. Product manager. So you can, if you understand the industry, you're able to build products in the industry, right? Because you understand what is needed in the creator space. Advisor and consultant. So this is an interesting one. There actually recently was an article, VCs team up with creators amid games funding pullback. So this article was about funds like A16 games and creators who are utilizing their expertise to help game companies help make investment decisions. So you might recognize this guy, Carnage, who joined A16Z as a creator scout. I believe Sakuril is part of that as well. So creators are now actually being able to advise companies and become investors in the business. So I found that article to be very interesting. Charity, so entering the charity space, and marketing is a big overarching wing. So being able to lead a marketing team and like, you know, also like with charity, like help drive fundraisers and build fundraising campaigns. So I don't have anything here. This is a blank page, but yeah, is there anything I missed? I hope that this is helpful for anyone who is looking for a real job, looking for a traditional job, maybe looking to use their streaming skills to be able to land something that's more consistent. Because, you know, again, streaming is a great job to have, but one of the downsides is the income can be very unstable and fluctuating from month to month. Some people are looking for something that offers more stability. And so being able to leverage what you've done in the years that you've streamed and all of the things that you've done, the amount of money you've raised, the stream team that you built, you know, the record subathon you had, the cool tech things that you've made on your stream or the overlays you designed, the social media clip that went viral for you. These are all just different ways that you can take your skills that you've done through streaming and get something either in the industry or in an adjacent industry. Pretty much every industry is looking to do social media and influencer marketing. So if you get an eye for understanding what to post and how to make content, you can literally, I forgot to put this on the thing. Being a content creator as a job for a brand. That is a real job that I've seen on LinkedIn as an offering. There are companies that will hire you to make content. So if you're looking to get into the space, do some content on your own, create some quality content. Doesn't matter how many viewers you get. Like, the results don't really matter if you have the basic skills, because a company will give you the funding and the channel to be able to post those things. And so you just have to understand how to make content. If you can do that, then you can literally become a professional content creator and also have a salary, which could be the best of both worlds for many people. So if that sounds like something you want to do, highly recommend looking at LinkedIn. There are job postings all the time for content creator, TikToker, like people who just have the understanding, know how to make quality content, and you do that for a company. So I'm gonna put that on the list here. But yeah, if there's anything else, definitely leave a comment below. Let me know what else I should add to this list. But hopefully that helps you land your next job. And hey, if it does, definitely let me know. I would love to know if this video ends up helping someone. So thanks for watching.